because she gets irritated. Whatever irritates Kym, I like to do.
Funny mamas.
So I had a
Two funny mamas. What's with the grin? Sherri and Kym.
Well, hello.
Hi. Look at you.
I like your glasses. Are they Swarovski?
Oh, yes, Admirowski and Louboutin. Louva.
And Louboutin?
Oh,
Did you say Louboutin? I love it.
Louboutin. You know, it's
Very
so
pretty.
weird. Chris,
Very, very
hi,
pretty.
Chris. How are you? Look how he set my computer up. I feel like I'm looking the wrong way. I gotta be
It's
looking
funny
like
because since I don't have my glasses on, I'm going to go where there's more light. Um, so I'm going to walk.
sit on the windowsill.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to go where there's more
Hey,
light.
Chris. Let me see if I turn it this way.
I wonder if I could do this
Hey,
podcast
Kym.
outside in the streets of Harlem.
Oh, we might get some good woman on the street bits out of that.
The
Let's.
woman on the street stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's I
Cool.
don't
Will you
know.
please interview a passerby?
There you. Yeah,
That's
you sit right there. Now you need a couple books to put your computer on.
I do. This is
And let's see
cute.
that artwork behind you.
Oh, that is that. You know what this is called? Hold on, let me.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked. Did
You know
we
what
meet
that's
the
called?
artist?
No, you didn't meet the artist, but you know what it's called?
What?
Called Don't Whistle at a White Woman.
Oh wow! How it says, "Don't whistle at a white woman."
Don't Whistle at a White Woman. That's what it's called. The Emmett Till painting.
Oh God! So,
It is because if you know the story of Emmett Till, it's an artist who does this kind of anime kind of art, and he's like amazing, and so it's called Don't Whistle at a White Woman. And it hit me when I saw it. Um, yeah, so it has different things on there about culture and what Emmett Till went through in that kind of way. Because you saw it, Kym. You get a message every time you look at the painting. He's got these hidden messages within. So that's my art piece right there. Kym got me
nice.
into art.
Try. How have you been?
You know what? I've been really good in this season of singleness. When I tell you, things have been happening, being single. I took out the garbage. There's a certain time you got to take it out. You got to put the garbage on the street, and they come about 2 a.m. and pick it up. And
Wow!
I put the garbage out, and do you know they picked up everybody's garbage but mine?
Because you did something wrong.
No, I just put it out there like everybody else's. And the thing about being in New York, like you can't have food and stuff in a garbage bag because the rats will come.
Right.
So, and there's like you can't throw it in your car and take it to a dump. I can't get on the A
Right.
train with a bag full of garbage. So they
That
came
is.
back and took it. It comes 3 times a week, the garbage pickup.
Oh, okay.
So they came and got it, but I'm like, then I got to go out there like 1 a.m. and put stuff out because I don't want the rats to eat through the garbage bag. So, you just kind of looking around, making sure nobody's there. The alarm went off in the middle when I was in the bed. It's just stuff that I got to do being single, and it's okay. I've been doing it, and I'm so content. I'm just at peace. There's a couple things that are happening. Like right now, I'm not actively seeking like a partner,
Right.
but I'm very open to being in a relationship. And I refuse to be in this season where it's like, men are this way and they always do this. I'm just excited for who God is going to bring.
Right.
I'm
And
really
just
excited. So
enjoying the singleness.
I'm being
But
intentional about being single. I don't stay at home.
I want you to be intentional about not moving your camera. That's what I want you to be
Oh,
intentional
you know
about.
what? I'm going to do this for you. I'm so sorry.
Look
I
at
know.
this. Please look at the screen.
Look at
Look.
that. Is that Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah, but that's a
Is that Lenny
beautiful
Kravitz?
dress. You look,
Okay.
but that's him on your show, right?
For anyone that's coming sniffing around, that's what you need to bring.
that LK vibe.
You better be ready. You're
God.
going to show up. Are you going to come my way? Your way into Sherri's life. Okay. That's a song
What's
by
so
Lenny.
funny, I'm in a situation now, Kym, and you have to tell me, and Chris as well, of like going out on dates. I've been very intentional about, going out with my girlfriends. I went out with Melba from Melba's Soul Food in Harlem. I called her and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm just sitting here watching TV." She's never doing that. She's got one restaurant is going to open up in, I think, Dubai. She's got one at the Penn Station. She's got another location in Newark. She's got a catering company. So she's never sitting at home. And she said, "I'm just here." And I said, "Well, I'm going to the restaurant. You want to meet me?" So she came down. We had dinner. We had a great time. And she said, "There's this like local bar that I go to sometimes just to wind down. Do you want to go?" So it was already like 11:30. And we went to this bar and it was so great. And they had wine. Her girlfriend joined us and I had iced tea. I'm very boring because I'm diabetic, so I can't drink wine. But it was so much fun. They were singing and dancing. And we left there because it closes at 4 a.m. So we left about 2. And it was great because Jeffrey's 20, so he was in bed sleeping. And I took an Uber home. And then the next night, I went out to dinner by myself.
What?
And I walked home. 37 blocks in Harlem at 10:30 at night. It was kind of reminding me when I used to walk through Mulholland by myself, Kym, with Lexi, and you and Andre. "Oh my God, you walking by yourself at nighttime." And I was like, that's what I do. Now I think about walking through Mulholland Canyon. Probably somebody could have pulled me off the side of the road and threw me down a ravine. I didn't think about all of that.
Not with that big dog, I guess.
But I had Lexi. I had my guard dog. But I walked 37 blocks by myself in the dark. And it was such a nice evening in Harlem. And it was a lot of people out. And also, Chris, I have to tell you, one of the reasons why I said I can do this at 10:30 at night was because the number of white people that was walking through Harlem with no care in the world.
So
and I saw
me, what about 20 years ago? Would you have walked? What been a difference?
No, because Bill Clinton hadn't moved into Harlem yet.
So wait, do you subscribe to my theory? If there are a bunch of like Labradoodles or golden retriever type dogs and women in Lululemon, I can do 2 headphones if I go through a walk. If I don't see that,
still silly.
One
I think
headphone.
You're still
One headphone.
dumb as all get up to wear noise
I always do
canceling
one.
headphones or earplugs in your ear, and you can't hear nobody coming up behind you. That's the great. And you got a Labradoodle. A Labradoodle says, "Come, I'm going until you give me something to eat." You with a Corso like Lexi, wouldn't nobody mess with me. But yeah, I still don't get over how people wear headphones and they're walking. You can't hear anything. But it was just the sheer amount of white people that were walking through Harlem with not a care in the world at 10:30 at night. Not a care in the world. I come from Chicago, so it's like you always looking around, making sure your surroundings. And I looked at all these people walking their little dogs, your little yoga pants on, and I said, "I'm walking home."
Not yoga pants.
Yoga pants. You know, I got the yoga pants on with the little sweat stain in their booty.
Yes.
And right between their boobies, in their booty, and between their boobies, they got the sweat stain. And a little smile of their back. All 3 B's. The back, the boobies, the booty. Little sweat stain. And I walked 37 blocks. It was either 37 or 47 blocks. And it was so nice. I loved it. I got my walking in. Well, I made sure I stayed behind that white girl that had her hair bouncing. She had a ponytail. She bounced from side to side, Kym. And I stayed right behind her. And do you know she didn't turn around not one time? And she, like, okay, so, you know, the people would walk and they turn around and look.
Right. Yes.
She didn't do that at all.
What?
She didn't do that not one time. Now me, I'm walking. I look right back.
Me too.
looking around, right back. The lady didn't. She never looked back at me, not one time.
So, so you assessed the situation, and you thought, if even with your thoughts about the white folks around, if someone's gonna make a lampshade out of somebody, you think they're picking her before you.
Wait.
No, they're probably gonna pick me, but I felt relatively
Some freaky people out there.
Number of folks walking with their dogs 10:30, 11 at night. I said, shoot, I'll be all right. And I was. I made it home safely. She kept walking. Like, she was walking towards the Bronx. I said, you better go on, girl.
It's like a bear attack. You don't have to be faster than the bear. You just have to be faster than everybody around, or then you just can't be the slowest, right?
I'm telling you, her sheer joy will stop her from getting robbed. Just joy.
My
darling Clementine.
Well, hey, before we get too deep into this, Sherri, you have about 3 tickets left for your show this Friday. Where are you at?
Y'all, thank you so much. Whoever listens to Two Funny Mamas and have bought a ticket to see me at the River, it's the Rivers Casino, right?
Yeah.
It's the Rivers Casino
in Philadelphia.
Thank you so much, because I am down to 80 tickets. This venue is pretty much sold out. I got 80 tickets left, which I would like to sell those. So thank you so much.
Who's on the show with you?
Carl, Special K. I only take one person with me. So it is me doing a show. I'm headlining, and then Special K is going to go up and he opens for me. And it's going to be a great time. So thank you. Oh, we'll be out there this Friday. What is the date for Friday?
The 11th?
Chris. We'll be out there July 11th at Rivers Casino in Philly. And then if you're in Atlanta area, and you can go to riverscasino.com, I think. Okay. If I send you a video, can you play it later, Chris? I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah, send whatever you have.
This is a charity that I play for on any TV show I go to do. And it's called Moving Day Mafia by my dear friend TJ Mercer. And yeah, kids who have been aged out of the foster care system, and they get a scholarship to an HBCU, historically Black college university. Really, the school only provides for your room and your board. They don't provide for linens, sanitary napkins. If you want to join the, audition for the football team, they don't provide the cleats. You got to go do that. So a lot of foster kids, smart as they may be.
It was. I didn't mean to trip you up. You're talking about this. Kym's calling out that I was laughing. You said audition for the football team.
I know. It's
no, it was funny. I pictured someone in like tap shoes with football pads on, like da-da-da.
As soon as I said that, Chris, I said that's the wrong word for us for audition.
All good.
You try out. You don't get, the accoutrement to be on the team. So what TJ does, her organization, Moving Day Mafia, I know, accoutrement and a football team. It doesn't go.
That could be a really good trick play. All right, we're going accoutrement on 3 break.
Accoutrement. But what she does is she provides for the foster kids from freshman year to senior year. And she provides everything that they need, down to, if they want certain blankets on their bed, if they want a poster, if they have candy. She gives them she's got sponsorship with Best Buy. They provide computers. It's, quilts for them, socks. It's like,
And
normally
they get a box once a month. Like
they get a box once a month of
it's amazing.
things that they need. And Kym, I didn't write it down, but they're taking care of, I think, 3 Fisk students that got accepted into Fisk. So she just wanted to know, she wanted to let you know they got 3 Fisk students there.
3 is good. I know we have 1, but 3 is great.
Yeah, and so I am hosting. They're having their first annual bingo night, and they got so many gifts and things to give away. So if you want to purchase a ticket, I'll have the information for you. If you're in the Atlanta area, it's going to be a really fun night. With this, and we're trying to raise money so that they can get in, because Kym, it's not even only that. These kids get there from a life of trauma. She's trying to get it where they have psychological counseling on speed dial. These kids need glasses. The HBCU doesn't pay for their eye exams. They need glasses. They need, insurance. So she's trying to have all of that, where it's just a one-stop shop for these foster kids, so that because they all want to go on and they want to be somebody. They want to be lawyers. They want to be judges. They want to help other kids who are in the foster care system. And a lot of foster care kids don't make it through college because they can't even afford the basics. So I'll be there helping to raise money with Moving Day Mafia. I will get the website for you guys. And that's Saturday. I think that's July 12th at 7:00. And we're going to do that.
I'll find that real quick and put it in the live chat just as a heads up for everybody.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Where are you at on the 18th, Kym?
On the 18th, everybody, if you're in, this is the Texas area, which is going through it. For those, first of all, just give a quick shout out for those that were in Texas and had to deal with the floods or lost loved ones or just horrific things. Our prayers go out to you. It happens so fast, I guess, like any natural disaster, especially for those children in that camp and those parents that are going through this. Two Funny Mamas is definitely with you. We think about you constantly. So I definitely want to say that first for Texas. But if you are in the Houston area, next week, July 18th and 19th, I will be at the Punchline. I got 4 shows. Please go to the punchlinetx.com. Houston, I think this might be my first time. But I know I'm going to go down there. I'm going to do some promotion. We're going to have a great show. I was going to take Buddy Lewis or somebody, but they got a guy out of Texarkana. But he's great. They sent me his tape, so I'm excited.
Why you don't want to take Buddy? You know this guy from Texas?
Buddy wants to go to DC with me. These comics be getting particular. But he was like, I'll take the DC trip.
That's because you be giving him a choice.
That's what I was about to say.
But you give people a choice. I don't understand that. You are the headliner. You're offering him a spot, and he goes, "No, I don't want that. And that's okay because you allow it."
Right. But Buddy, Buddy went to Howard, so I let Buddy pick that time.
I understand why he wants to, but why he don't go to this one with you? Why do you just don't take him?
He could have gone to both with me. I think because my agent had already hired someone, so then there's that.
Okay.
So
you know me, I ain't gonna get on you. You grown.
Right, I know. But
I understand why Buddy wants to go to DC because he's a Howard graduate. Absolutely.
Yeah. And the Punchline is a fairly new club in Houston. So I know I've never been there, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, Punchline.
Can my family come to see you?
Please, that'd be great.
Okay, it's 17 of them. Do you have enough comps?
The 4 shows.
I will purchase tickets. I'm going to purchase tickets for my family to come see you.
Oh, you don't have to. I don't know that many people down there.
No, I'm not. No. Here's the deal. Kym, people don't understand that when we comp tickets, that comes out of our money. They probably the club gives us maybe 5 to 6 tickets that we are able to give out. But when it exceeds the number of tickets that the club or the venue gives us, that comes out of our pocket. We are paying for those tickets.
Let me tell y'all something. If Sherri didn't have this little talk show, she would not be saying this. She'd be like, "Kym, can you get me some tickets for my family?" I've been knowing her for over 30 years. Sometimes she'll say that. When she's working, she'll be like, "I'm going to support you, girl." But if she ain't working, she'll be like, "Look here, my family needs some tickets, Kym." Boy, it'd be a different day, y'all.
Here's the thing. If the person's really big, and I know I try to pay for people's tickets when I'm working. Now, if I'm not working, you absolutely right, because I don't have money to pay for their tickets. So I implore on the goodness of my friends' heart. But I'm on a talk show. I know.
I heard you was at a big comedy show recently, but I'm not going to say nothing. I was like, she didn't invite me. You took Bone.
What big comedy show? What are you talking about? We
You
just
went
was
to-
together.
No, no.
What are you talking about? I didn't invite you. We were together.
No. You went to see a big comic, and you took Bone for his birthday.
Okay, you got to give context. Are we live?
Yes,
We are live.
I'm just
Do you have the
saying,
picture of Bone and I, Chris? So wait, before we get to that, I want to make sure people have the ticket information to get tickets to your comedy show.
In Houston, Punchline, July 18th and 19th. You can get tickets at Ticketmaster or punchlinetx.com. Got 4 shows, y'all. Y'all better come on out. I ain't been on stage in a minute, so it's going to be ignorant because y'all know I'm be like this. What I say? That's old
Okay,
lady.
yeah, we were on stage May 23rd because I got to go do stand up tonight. We were on stage for Mother's Day. So what Kym is talking about that I didn't invite her to go. We have a mutual friend, Bone Hampton, and he's a comic. Bone had 2 strokes. He's actually my best friend. Kym knows him very well. He had 2 strokes, and he was in the hospital. He lost his speech. He regained it. He's gone through a lot, his journey. He was just on my show because Tyler Perry gifted him with $100,000 to help him get his life back together, so he could Tyler's taking care of his rent for like a year just so he could get back. He wants to get back to doing stand-up. So he's paralyzed. He's in a wheelchair. He's confined to a wheelchair. The prognosis from the doctors is not good, but he believes that God is going to give him a miracle where he can walk again. Okay, I say that to say, Bone called me because it was his birthday the other day, and he said, Sherri, I want to go see Katt Williams. Now, Bone came up with Katt Williams. Katt Williams was a struggling comic like we all were. We actually went to church together, all of us, a few times, me, Bone, and Katt. Katt used to do churches. He still can kill at a church. I ain't never seen nobody funny than Katt at a church event. So Bone and Katt were very, very close. That's Bone Hampton right there. He left the secular world. He's now a Christian comic. So Katt just has a tender heart for Bone. He loves Bone. And Bone said, but everybody does not have Katt's number. He's very, very private. That's something, if you got his number, you don't give that number out or else you will be axed off the island. So Bone said, I really want to go see Katt, but I want to go backstage to see Katt. So Kym, what happened was I made all of the phone calls and said, can Bone bring somebody, because they got to drive him up. They got to push his wheelchair if he's going up a ramp. I said, I would like Bone to come and see Katt, and then he needs access to talk to Katt. Okay, perfectly fine. Well, what happened was everything was moving slowly. We haven't talked to Katt yet. We're waiting for Katt to call. So I said, it's not going to happen unless I say I'm going to. I got to call him. Now, I got Katt's number. I just know Katt is busy. I didn't want to bother Katt myself because he's got people. So when I told them, I said to them, yes. So his show was on Friday night in Thackerville, Oklahoma, which is an hour away from Dallas, a big old casino that everybody plays at. So once I called them on Thursday and said, you know what, I'm coming too. When I tell you, they was like, we spoke to Katt, the tickets is ready, the parking, because this is how it worked. Me and Katt are real close like that. So I flew to Dallas, picked up Bone and his brother, or they picked me up. We drove the hour to see Katt. That's all he wanted to see Katt. He wanted to talk to him. When I tell you, it was so beautiful. Katt came out. He was on his tour bus. They had to carry Bone up on the tour bus to sit him down because he couldn't walk up the tour bus. And when I tell you, I get emotional. Katt came out of his, they got a bedroom on the tour bus. And he saw Bone and he just hugged him. And they laughed like they both were struggling. There was one time Katt, when he was struggling, he didn't have a shirt on. Him and Bone was like having breakfast. Katt didn't have no shirt on. It took me back to them days of when everybody was poor. We was right around the corner from where you live, Kym, in North Hollywood. And they just laughed. And, Bone just got to talk to his friend. And they sat us in the front of the show. And now Katt's show started late. Oh my goodness. And Mark Curry was there. Did you have the picture of me and Mark Curry, Chris? So that was Mark
Doing
Curry
good.
and me. Oh, I look good. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
I
Let me
love.
tell you something.
I was like, okay,
um, yeah, that was a
nice.
that it was very mod. That's what I was. I was going for the very mod look. A little mini dress with the little mod go-go boots. But and then that's Mark Curry, who is if you ever get to go to Katt's concert, oh my gosh, Mark was
Mark,
so daggone funny.
he's so funny. He always
So
has.
we sat in the front, and Kym, now you know I gotta go to bed. Okay, you know I get sleepy, and I be, and I shake my
Please
hand. I
tell
be
me
trying not
you
to
didn't
go to
fall
sleep.
asleep in the front row. You didn't fall asleep in the
I
front
was
row.
in the front row, and thank God they had us all the way over to the side, so Katt didn't come over that far. I didn't want to
Okay.
be in the front row. Katt see me, so we was all
No.
the way over. But Katt's manager was on the stage, and there were times where I would kind of do that. Times, why did my phone vibrate? And it said, "Hey, Auntie," it was his manager. "Wake up." When I tell you, I was so embarrassed because I've seen Katt so many times, and I know, and I've seen him do his stuff. But it was late, girl. And he sold out this arena. It was
Did
a
you have your
huge arena,
side tooth in?
and I did wear my side tooth. I had it in
Uh,
because I don't. That's the last thing I want is Katt to go. Where, ma'am, what? I just happened to notice a cavernous, dark space in your mouth, ma'am. I didn't. That wasn't gonna happen. So, but it was fun. We were there, and then afterwards we went and said hi to Lil Mo, Mark Curry, Red Grant. It was like all of the comics we came up with. That was so great. So I did not ask you because number one, I would have had to flew you out from California,
yeah.
and you demand to go first class. You don't never
No,
do first
I
class.
get a cut
No time
because
tripping you with me.
Melanie Camacho's on that show, and
Melody,
I
come. I
told
don't have the picture. I don't think I had a picture with
I
Melanie. She
told her
did
I was
great.
gonna come to one of her shows, and
You should go see
and
Melanie.
Kat. I have not. I've never seen Kat in concert.
You've never seen Katt in concert?
Never in my life.
Wow. Then you
Yeah.
should go. He had some girl. When I tell you, he had some funny stuff about Trump. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. And because he had done Joe Rogan and Theo Von's podcast, so
Uh-huh.
it was a lot of those fans of Joe Rogan and
Oh,
Theo Von there. When I tell you, I thought I walked into about 100,000 Chris Denmans.
shut up.
I looked. It was so many people that looked like Chris Denman's cousin. It
Of
was a
all
lot of you.
of all the days I wore a backwards hat to prove your point.
Well, thank you.
I looked. I was like, "Who are all of these people that look like Chris Denman at Cat Show?"
Do you ever do the I'll take the heat for this. White people have been known to be like, "Do you know my friend Steve? He's a black guy." To other black people. Did you go up to any white people and be like, Chris Denman?
I did not do that. I thought they could see it in my eyes.
They knew.
I looked-
They gave you a knowing nod.
They gave me that look. They gave me the look.
They said,
And that was it. That was it right there. It was a great show, and I would say, Kym, if you ever get a chance, Katt don't come to LA much. Like you'll have to fly out
I know.
to where he's going to be, which is what I do. But if you fly out, he gonna roll out the red carpet for you because he loves you and he's told you he loves you, and
Yes.
it's just a lot of fun. Monique was not there. I thought Monique
Oh,
was gonna be there,
I
but
forgot
Monique
about
wasn't there.
Okay.
Yeah, and Tommy Davidson wasn't there. Usually, those two have been on it, but it was really a lot of
yeah.
fun. So I want to ask you. So that's why I didn't ask you, Lunel. I want to go to Vegas and do a girls trip with Lunel for the weekend. Are you available?
But how you go to do a girls trip in Vegas when Lunel lives in Vegas?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Lunel's place.
you need a couch to sleep on.
She's
Oh,
got her house. She got a pool. I mean, her place is like the bomb. Like this is what I love
I-
about being single. I don't have to say to somebody, "Hey, do you mind if I leave for the weekend?" Or we got to do a vacation first. Because look,
Sure. Do you see this? Do you see who's showing up, Kym?
all of that.
But look,
When I tell you,
I need you to look at I need you to look at this girl with the bun on top of her head and look at the girl in this dress. It's two different
tell you.
bitches right now.
It don't
She
matter. 'Cause
said two different
all the boys
bitches.
still coming for the milkshake in the yard. All the boys still coming for the milkshake in the yard. Hey.
Sherri,
Last
Kym,
bun or not.
how about
They come
here?
on the A train.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
not well. They was coming for the milkshake money from the bank. Janaya. That's from my character from Straw.
Let's
Yeah,
keep
there we
doing
go.
this. Let's do these
we go.
contrasts.
There we
It's
go.
killing
That's it. I mean, the mommy be clean. Okay, all right. Yeah, yes, that's from my movie Straw, which is still in the top 10 globally. Thank
Still
you,
in
y'all,
the
for watching Straw. I appreciate it. So that, yeah, but I like being single. Like, I don't have to go, well, okay, let me think, what are your needs? We got to spend time together. I'm just getting up and going. I'm flying out to Vegas. So I just asked Linnell, you want me to ask Whitley? And she said, yeah, ask Whitley. Y'all could do the podcast from here.
Okay, when are
So
you
I said,
talking?
well, I was going to, but I need to go out there next month. I'm going out there next month. to
Okay,
Vegas.
I can go next month.
Maybe we can ask Tom Joyner if he want to go.
Girl, and you don't drink?
Because if Tom go, we going to be out in the streets all night
All night. We're going to go to every
with
concert.
Louis Vuitton bags
Yep, but we be in the front row. Yep.
in the front row. You do it with Tom. Tom treat his ladies nice. And we TT and Tata from Tom Joyner Morning Show.
TT.
So if you want to go, I want to get some dates for you. Then I'm going to text Tom Joyner so we can go out there.
Oh, that'd
But
be fun.
yeah, I'm just like, I'm traveling. I'm going to go to Cabo by myself. I'm going to a resort in Mexico.
Nope, not a good idea.
No, the resorts
We'll
are
talk
great.
offline. No. Okay.
I'm gonna let you know everywhere I'm going.
It doesn't.
Are we live?
Yes, we are. And you shouldn't be going by yourself to Mexico. We'll talk offline.
Just
I would like to know what the fans think. You want to go, Chris?
yeah. How long do I get to steroid and not eat?
That's so dumb.
I think you'd be okay if Chris went.
Yeah, if
Chris went with me.
Yeah.
Chris and Sherri go to Mexico this fall on Lifetime. Sounds like a buddy movie.
And Chris gets kidnapped.
Oh, without question. Yeah, they make the mistake. They go, "Ooh, grab him. His family will pay up." No,
Exactly. Chris, that's exactly what they'll think. Did you hear that, Kym?
That's a great decoy. Good move, Sherri.
yeah, right. That's what you do. Rich people doing well for themselves in your position, Sherri. You get an assigned white to deflect when traveling abroad.
This is what I love. When traveling, those people would not think that I have no money. They're going to be like, ain't nobody going to come get this girl. But you, Chris,
Yeah.
they're going to be like, oh, they're going to put up their
Oh,
house.
he's an heir to the Anheuser-Busch Budweiser fortune. Yes, yes.
Because that's exactly what you look like, an heir to somebody's fortune.
Straight out of Queens wants to know, Chris, the ladies seeing the chat. If you give good questions, I will pass those along. So, Sherri, what was your question for the audience?
About
Do they think
Mexico.
it's
She
like-
go to Cabo by herself.
How do we feel about a solo Sherri trip to Mexico?
But no, not Cabo by myself. First of all, Cabo San Lucas is not Cancun, where all the teenagers go.
Oh, well, where are
Cabo
you
San
thinking about?
Lucas is the high-end part. It's like the Beverly Hills of Mexico. These resorts are 5-star resorts. So when you go, I don't leave the resort. They're, again, I say 5-star resorts. Now, I done been to Cancun on a girls' trip, and them suckers, you wake up and you're like, who are you? So it's like the Beverly Hills of Mexico.
Tyra,
You wouldn't go on any excursions or anything?
No,
Sherri's going to
I'm
ride
not saying a resort.
ride one of those
I don't
floating
know what
trikes. You think she's going to parasail, Kym? What do you?
So my question to the
Oh,
fans
Kym
were,
parasailed.
y'all
We have a
think
photo of
I
that.
could go by myself. People travel by themselves all the time. I'm like so single. I'm traveling. I'm going places.
Tyra in the live chat has a great suggestion. We could all just meet there and make it a Two Funny Mamas official event.
Oh, look, that would be cute. Y'all notice I didn't invite Kym Whitley.
You noticed that, right?
You
But
noticed
she
that,
invited
right?
me to Vegas. Some bullshit.
I invited you to Vegas. Yeah, because that's, that's Lunel. We going
Sislea says Sherri should take Chris to Mexico. So much fun, bonding. More like me carrying a bunch of luggage.
Yeah, that's really what it's gonna be.
Right.
Chris ain't gonna be blocking me.
No.
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 No, he's not.
Yeah, Chris will
Conversely, I would appreciate if you did stand near me and you just come and say hi to me throughout the night. That will then draw in women to me.
If that's what you want, you gonna come to that restaurant. Chris gonna be sitting right by the kitchen. Gonna be living my life. Chris know what he there for.
Claudia says, I plan to do a solo island trip. Go for it, Sherri. I'd rather you go on a solo virgin cruise, says Fab540, straight out of Queens. Sherri, that's the best way to meet somebody when you're by yourself. And PBB NYC says, can you zip line better than Kym, Sherri?
Yeah. Don't get it twisted.
I won't pull up that picture.
They put that little metal hook in that rod in Kym's back.
What's little about that hook? I haven't seen carabiners that big on a bridge. The size of that metal thing that connected that helmet of Kym's together.
You know I'm joking with you, Kym, but have you ever zip lined before?
Yes.
Do you like it?
No. I did not.
Why
I did not
not?
like. Let me tell you something.
I'm going to find a picture.
Zip lining over a jungle of the Amazon alligator, no telling what's in the jungle, looking down at all those trees and the river, and you're way up. The first thing you think about is death. So
Yes.
it's not fun. You're like, I think about if this thing snaps, I will be gone or I'll be in the jungle. And I'm not a height person anyway. So I was forced to zip line. I didn't choose it. I was forced. I rode the horses up to the zip line thing. I was like, oh, I'll just come with y'all and watch you on your first zip line. I'll go back. Girl, I don't know where they did with them horses. I walked up to watch them zip line. The truck was gone. The horses was gone. I said, wait a minute. And the instructors was like, oh no, we all zip line to the
other side.
To us. I said, but I said, I'm not doing it. I didn't sign up. I don't want to do it. I got to get back on the horse or in the truck and go back. And the man said, no, you have to zip line to the end. I said, okay. So, this one, I said, so I just got to do this one and I can go. He said, there's 7. Girl, let me tell you.
Oh, gosh.
Let me tell you. And, my son was too young. I'm glad I didn't let Joshua do it, but there was a little girl there that was 11 years old who was showing me out. So the only way they can get me across was the instructor had to be strapped on my back. Like he was going with me. He had to hold me. It was ridiculous. So now I'm worried. I was like, now it's extra weight. And I was not at my thinnest. I was at my heaviest. So they done put all these contraptions on me and helmets and vests. And I kept checking the line. Baby, let me tell you something. They took, I don't know how do you shut off? So
Kym, look at you.
girl, hot. Look how fat that face is. So imagine the body. I was heavy and still eating. I probably was eating while I was ziplining, but I had my cross on. I had Jesus with me. Baby, look at them cheeks. Look at those cheeks.
But look at
You
the
understand?
dimples. Look at the
But wait, I
dimples.
want y'all to notice
That hook could keep 2 tractors together, by the way.
they had to make a hook. The helmets.
Somewhere a
Your
giant.
face was that fat that they had to put that big ass metal hook
They had to,
underneath
they
your
put
chin.
Girl, my head, my hair. The man said, no fit, no fit. Girl, they had to get one of the hooks just a zip line hook. They had to get the straps off the zip line equipment, and they had to get the hook, baby, and put it around my head. It was a hot mess. Ugh. Look how little my nose looks because my cheeks are eating my nose. The face is eating the nose. Okay, Chris. All right.
You look so cute, which I love your dimples. I don't care what weight you are at. Them dimples are everything.
Girl, them dimples had
So
smack.
but the thing about it, Kym, do you ever think about when you zip line? Because I love ziplining.
Ugh.
They've done this 1,000,000,001 times. The line has never snapped.
Knock on wood. You don't know that.
Yeah, don't say that. We got a question or a comment from the live chat. Levon, hey Kym, do you like to swim?
I do like to swim. In
But
a regular pool. No alligators, no snakes, no lakes, nothing. If I can see the bottom, I can do it. None of that dumb stuff I used to do in my teenage and young years, just jump in the lake. No, not jumping in the lake. Not jumping in the lake no more. None of that. Can't see what's in the lake.
Miss Whitley, have you ever seen this video? It's out of this girl she's one of Chris's cousins that jumps in the daggone lake. Well, that's how I gotta say it. I can't.
Fair.
I don't want to be.
All right.
I gotta be code. I gotta code up everything I say.
Okay.
So
all right.
she jumps in the water and she's like, yeah, and like hair flying, and a bear or some you ever seen it, Chris? Comes out and just like grabs her hair, and she's like fighting this bear, and he's taking her under, and she comes up, and the person filming just screams. Like they never think to put the camera down.
It's not AI.
Chris, that's the thing I have about AI. I hate AI. I can't tell.
All right. So you think it's a white girl in water and a bear attacks her?
No, I never said it was a white girl. I said it was one of your cousins. You have a black cousin. Don't put that on me.
Wait, I want to know.
I never said white girl. I never said that.
I'm very, very German. There's not.
I need to know if the bear was. He said I'm very German.
It was like bear? No, it wasn't a bear. It was like a kangaroo.
Okay, kangaroos will try and drown people, or dogs, or anything.
Wow.
That's what it was. That kangaroo got a hold of her.
They're aggressive. So kangaroos, so raccoons do this too. By the way, if you have hunting dogs, I'm serious. They'll bait dogs into like, oh hey, come get me. Here I am in the water, and it looks like they're struggling, and then the dog will swim out there and they'll dunk them and drown them. That's very real. Raccoons can do that. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's a rival. They're saying like if the dog can kill them on land, they'll say, "Oh, I'll just get you out here."
Wow,
I never knew raccoon was gangster like that.
Raccoons, watch them. They're wild. They're pretty smart.
They're pretty crazy.
Oh my God! Well, that's
in the middle of the country where it's cold. They can be like 40 pounds too. They're huge. They look like little bears.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God.
In the middle, in like where it's cold, where there's corn.
Well, this is what this kangaroo was doing. It kept dragging her down.
So I believe that. Yeah, kangaroo, it'll like tie clench you and then bam, pull you down. So let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, and it was. But Kym, here's the thing: if you zip line and you fell in an alligator pit, they'd be like, sugar.
The alligators. You tripping. The alligators. Wait, we got to say hi to Mark Williams. He is watching.
Shout out to Mark.
And Mark travels. Now, that's a traveling fool. He goes all over the world. So,
boy, you're not kidding. Okay, I'm pulling this up. Hang on.
Oh, you found it?
There's some. Oh no, this is like by a fence.
No, this girl was in the water.
No, this is in water.
Because I was gonna send it to you and Kym, but I said I don't want to offend Chris, because I'm always sending him dooms videos with his cousins. I need to send an uplifting video of one of his cousins. I always send the crazy stuff.
I mean, there's so many kangaroo attacks to pick from. I can't find it.
Let me find it and we'll show it next week.
Okay, cool. There was a video yesterday of two guys fighting on a golf course, and I don't know if I've been happier seeing a video in a long time. The big guy didn't want to fight, and the little guy kept being like, come on, come on. And it turns out the big guy was an ex-NHL professional hockey player, and he literally threw him in the water, and the guy kept coming at him, and he beat the brakes off him and like launched him. Best thing I've ever seen. So look up golf fight.
Would love this.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is funny to me.
Let me check the live chat. We were talking about this. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're live. It's Sherri and Kym, two funny mamas. Google capybara attack, says Slaya. Capybaras are so cute. Hey, Sherri and Kym, would you ever want to start your own musical comedy where you rap or sing? Sherri could sing.
No, I karaoke.
What?
No,
I got a
that's
song coming out. You tripping?
you got a song.
Oh,
coming out?
okay, that's what it is. Sislaya says it's a capybara attacking the woman, not the thing.
Oh, it's a capybara.
Yeah, those
What
are
is a
giant rodents. They're in South America for sure.
Oh, it's a capybara. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
They look like
no, I would not want to do a music something with Kym and do music. And the reason why that's not what we do. Like I think you lean into what you're good at. And what our superpower is making people laugh. Now that's not to say I wouldn't want to try something, but doing music and rapping is not something I ever even dreamt of doing. So my answer would be no. I don't know what Kym would say.
Yay. I'm on my way.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
All right, so we found the video. Give us a minute and we'll get it ready for you.
Okay, I sent you a video too, but I didn't know if that's the format that
Do you want to here? Let's play your video real quick. You want to see it?
Yeah, you can put that. No, that's the video.
No. Okay.
Kym, I can't
Let's talk
hear
about
you.
this.
I can't hear you.
Because Chris set up my computer.
No.
Let me see.
Don't
Is there a
blame it on
volume?
This 6 weeks. You still blaming Chris? Bad relationship.
She goes, "Can you hear my mic?" Pulls it from 8 feet away.
You need one of those long things that you put on that you could put like to be at the radio station. You could.
She has one.
in your mouth.
No.
Oh, she does.
Girl, this little short thing. Look, I have it, but it don't do much.
Stop talking about your men.
I was gonna
Talk
say
about the
if that's short.
It's like,
Yeah, put it close to you. No, I sent you a video about the thing I'm hosting this week.
No, I have it ready. You want me to play it?
Oh yeah, could you play it, please? It's moving.
Sure thing.
Mafia.
All right, here we go. Move-In Day Mafia. Shout out.
So this is, does it say where you can get tickets on there?
it was quick. It's a lot
So
of quick.
I put it in the live chat earlier. If you go to I always do it wrong. It's TJ. That's who runs Move-In Day Mafia, right?
Right?
Yes, TJ.
All right. So if you go to their website, I put it in the live chat, Move-In Day Mafia.
.org, I believe.
You're right. moveindayMafia.org. It's at the top of their site. There's a whole banner there. You can go check it out right now, and it's in the description and the live chat here on the YouTube channel, and then we'll put it in the description on the audio podcast as
And can
well.
you say the podcast, the name one more time?
Absolutely. Are you talking about Move-In Day Mafia? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
or the HBCU bingo experience at moveindayMafia.org?
Yeah, but if they just go to moveindayMafia.org,
Mm-hmm.
they get tickets for the HBCU bingo experience, and that is this Saturday night, and I will be there hosting. So if you come, you can meet me, we can take some pictures and have a really good time. So, and we're raising money for these students who get a scholarship to HBCUs, but they have no money to survive. And that is what TJ does from freshman year to senior year. So they can go on and like be productive members of society. And
Yeah.
I'm so honored. I'm honored to represent this charity. I went on Jeopardy, and I was the lowest winner in the history of Jeopardy at $75. And I went on there and did mine, making myself look like a fool just so I could win money. And I think I won $30,000 for Moving Day Mafia for my appearance.
That
So
was good.
that's how much
Okay.
I believe in this
Mhm.
organization. That I'm willing. Rosie O'Donnell made a video saying I should have fired my team for letting me go on Jeopardy. Like I took the hits.
Oh,
I believe in this organization. Yeah, it was a lot of people who came down on me. Yeah, I couldn't answer every single one of them because they didn't know the context. But I was willing to look crazy because it was bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have never went on Jeopardy.
oh,
That's not
I'm
my.
absolutely. Girl, it wasn't even no real Jeopardy.
Yes, it was, girl. Lisa Ann Walter won $1 million.
What?
She won $1 million for her charity. Yes, it is real.
But wait, I mean, it was real, but it wasn't no like those name an Adam.
Yes, it was. Those questions
was?
were yes, they were. Those questions were hard.
Baby, you'd have been $75 and I'd have been $23.50. Do you understand?
All right. Do you want to
But
see
can I
this?
tell you though? Can I say one thing though, Chris? Here's the thing that I learned. First of all, it's hard to hit that button. Everybody complains about that button on Jeopardy. Is the way you got to
Oh,
hit it. But a lot of the answers that I didn't have the courage to say because I was double thinking myself,
they were
they were
they
right.
they were right.
The
Yep.
stuff that I was gonna say, and I was like, oh
That
my God, I was
happens
gonna
all
say
the
that.
time. Yep.
And the one girl who won on my night, she said, Sherri, you gotta just trust yourself. And I didn't want to sound dumb, but in the end, look dumb because all I got was
What
$65.
happened?
But she said, you gotta trust yourself. Now, would I do it again? Absolutely not, unless I could win some money for Moving Day Mafia.
Just write a check to the kids yourself.
I'm telling you, Chris. Oh my God. So anyway, Saturday, Moving Day Mafia, we're doing a charity event to raise money for the kids this Saturday. So if you want to buy a ticket, go to movingdaymafia.org to get the tickets. I will be there along with, if you've ever watched Married to a Real Estate with Egypt Sherrod and her husband, he's going to be DJing at the function. So you get to meet us both. And we're gonna have a good time. It's a lot of prizes that you can win. You win money, prizes. They got a lot of gifts. So come on out.
Sherri, you forgot one thing. Kym,
Are you?
this ain't your grandma's bingo.
This ain't
Oh,
your
it's not.
grandmama's bingo.
Yeah.
We
Now,
having
why do
fun.
you say that?
It's on the flyer.
That's what DJ says. It's on the flyer.
I'm a
So
big
you
fan of reading the entire flyer.
I can't see it, so.
Party with a purpose, HBCU
Kym.
bingo experience.
And then Kym is going, and I might be out there Sunday. So if y'all come to Cascade, if I can get some private skating lessons, I'll be there.
Why don't you hang out until Wednesday? We'll record a special live Two Funny Mamas. Me and Kym will be there Tuesday.
Maybe I can come out there Wednesday. There's only like how many hours is it to Atlanta?
It's not bad.
From where?
Is it 2 or is it 4?
New York.
I might come out. Maybe I'll come out because I can do that now. I'm single. I can
I
just fly.
like this, Sherri Kym. What, Kym? Let's go take Sherri and we'll film her putting herself out there. That is content.
She's all,
And guess what? I'm going on a date.
Oh boy.
What's up?
Not
Shut up,
Lenny.
Somebody tag TMZ.
He's
In Atlanta?
No. This is out here in the Hamptons.
Oh, in the
In the
hand.
Hamptons.
I'll let you two handle this.
Yeah. He's got it. He's a chef. So
Oh,
going out there. We're gonna have dinner. You know.
is he gonna cook for you? Y'all just going to hang out?
Yeah, he's gonna make dinner. He's gonna
Oh,
make dinner.
girl, that's the setup. He gonna cook for
No.
you?
But I'm gonna be out there 2 days. So his restaurant is out there.
Uh-huh.
And then he has a home out there. So
Right.
it's his restaurant.
Where is
And
he
he's got-
cooking for you? What?
Not
You
the day
can't
I'm going to the
even-
restaurant.
And then what's the next day? Chris is so stupid. That's probably how he looks too.
No, that is not how he looks.
The Swedish chef.
Soon what happens, Chris? He gonna cook a dinner, then he gonna say, "You want a massage?"
Oh no. Well, yeah. I mean,
Oh no.
Yeah, let's ask the white man. Because he's one of Chris's cousins.
is it really a white chef?
Yeah.
Bobby Flay finally dipping his toe into the Shepherd
How does
River.
that work? Ask a white man a question.
Oh gosh, is he over 50?
No, we're not getting. No. We're not.
No.
guessing.
I'm just trying to guess. No. I'm not trying to guess the person. Is the man over 50?
Yeah.
White guy over 50 in the Hamptons.
Early 50s, or like late 40s.
You're gonna walk into some smooth jazz being played on a vinyl record.
On a record.
On a vinyl record. Yeah. You'll get a walkthrough. He'll explain to you how the cut of the knife that he's using sets the tone for the evening. Understand? Like, so you're going to find it interesting. And I'm not mad at this guy. I'm not saying anything. I'm not a hater. But the spices, a couple of the ingredients, maybe you guys do the romantic comedy thing where, you're cutting it and you keep messing up and he puts his hand on yours to help you finish the cut. You look up at him. Oh, stop. What are you doing? There's going to be a little of that.
That's what you can see Sherri doing. Oh, stop.
Oh, goodness. There's going to be a lot of talk of France. He's going to remind you that he did finish culinary school in France. He's going to talk a little smack on some. He's going to give you some tea on a Food Network star too that you don't like. You're going to find that to be interesting, right?
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And then you're going to burn the main dish because you're going to be so into him. You all are going to be locked in conversation, and then hilarity ensues when the fire alarm goes off. So there you go. Use that for a blueprint of the evening or your next pitch to a TV show. So there you have it.
That sounds good to me.
That'll happen. But yeah, there won't be dessert because you two will be. The ambiance is going to be. He's in the Hamptons. He's having you to his place. He's going to cook a world-class meal.
I want to ask a white man. Wig, nice. No wig.
Oh,
natural.
Oh, that's a good question.
Wig.
Oh, what do you?
Black men are used to wigs and weaves, and I don't do weaves. It's only wig, weaves, and all of that, and the lashes. Y'all like women that look like they came out the woods.
Talking boho knots or what are we?
Oh, look at this one. Did you hear what he said? He said, "Are you talking boho knots?"
Look at the look on the HBCU graduate Deja's face when I said
Deja in the background. Like, what?
She's like, I taught you that yesterday.
And he look, and he kept it in his head.
Proud awkward. I'll use it.
No, I'll use it. I'm using boho knots.
I just didn't realize.
Talking about getting pedicure. He'd have been like, "But you gonna get your boho knots done after you get your feet done?"
But that is a true question because it's hard to say because probably your hair just like that. He'll probably be happy. But
you look great.
Lord, put some lashes on. Jesus.
Okay. I'll be the fun, loving person. Kym, you be the harsh. We'll do good cop, bad cop here. So well, I think you look great how you are, Sherri. I think it's a comfort thing. You're gonna be hanging out in the kitchen. It's gonna be hot. Are you comfortable with synthetic hair being part of the evening? That's what I think. He's not going to care. He's going to think you look great either way.
Synthetic hair. We don't know what kind of black girls you going out with.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of black girls you. No,
I do. Have
not your hair.
Right now. I have on synthetic hair right now.
Yeah, she has synthetic hair on. That's why Kym can't go close to a fire. Kym go close to a fire, she gonna blow up like a Shell gas station.
Even if she wore a helmet?
Kym's so damn cheap. Yes, look, that's why you can't get a helmet over synthetic hair. Human hair, it's just like human hair. No.
Are you guys going to be relaxing, or are you going to be like busy? And I'm not being smart when I say that.
No, like I think he's got a pool at his place, so I might get in the pool, which I don't want to do the wig. What does she do? What are you doing? You sound like the auntie that's locked in the attic. You're talking on your own and not with everybody. You're talking on your own.
All right. We can all agree. Sherri will be feeling herself if she walks in to the unseasoned meal like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
that's
she
a cute
did
wig.
that.
That's a human hair wig.
So I feel like
But
you'll be
not long.
happier if you
But
go with the
I
wig.
like, this is my favorite kind of style. The, like putting my hair in a bun. Because I'm trying to grow my baby hair back, my edges, because I wear so many wigs. I've lost all my damn baby hair. But
And
Kym
what was
hates-
that comment about white guys liking them right out the woods? What does that mean?
It means y'all like them girls to be wearing those shoes. Feet be
That
all red and dirty, been
funny.
walking in the mud.
What?
They ethereal with the little flowers around their head, putting behind their ears. You come out the woods with the long skirts on, holding flowers. You know, they don't do lashes. They got the freckles. You know, that's the way y'all like them. You know, I never told you the story. I never told you the story.
Kym, look
of
up.
Kym, remember that story I told you, the actor that was in a big show, and I thought that he was asking me to come see him perform, and I showed up with my long wig on and lashes and makeup. I was beat to the gods, and there was another
Oh, I
girl
think
looked
I
like she came
remember
out.
that story.
Yeah, it was another girl. Her name was, I'm gonna call her Sandy. All right, I'm gonna call her
Okay.
Sandy. And she was one of these ethereal creatures. Looked like she came out the woods. She had on flip-flops, a long skirt, little tank top. She had little flowers in her hair. And she was like, hi. And I said, hello, how you doing? And she was like, yeah, I came to see.
Why'd she talk like that?
Because that's the way she talks.
That's what she's saying.
That's what I remember. And I said, yeah, I'm here to see so-and-so too. And she was like, oh my God, I really like you. You got like a yellow light around you, and yellow is like,
She didn't say that.
I like
She didn't
you
say
so
that.
much. That's what, yes, she did.
Did she use the word
Yes, she did.
chakra or aura?
I don't remember, Chris. This is very traumatic for me. Okay, so when I tell you he had been flirting with me for the whole year, we done texted. He called me feather because he said I was as light as a feather. Remember I told you, Kym, it snowed
Yes.
one time and he didn't want my shoes to get wet, so he picked me up, carried me over a snowbank. He was one of your cousins, Chris. He was an actor on a big show.
I remember
Yes.
that.
And he said, he would call me Feather. All right. So I told Yvette Nicole Brown, who's Kym's co-star in Act Your Age. I said, he asked me to come see him perform. He's a comic. And I said, I'm going. And I put the wig on down in my butt. I had the lashes on that just looked like this. Friggin' my Ruby Woo MAC lipstick with the chestnut liner. Then the girl came out the woods with the flowers in her hands. Man, your light is yellow. You got a yellow light around you.
I figured out who it
anyway,
was.
So we're standing there, and I'm like, well, you got...
Shut up, Chris.
Sorry,
So
continue.
I'm standing there, and I want anybody in the live, if y'all don't want to hear the story, let Chris know, and I'll stop telling the story.
What?
So
Who says that?
He comes out.
Podcast? Who?
there she go mumbling to herself again. What is Auntie talking about?
I said, who says that on their own podcast? Finish the story.
Irritable Auntie. So anyway, he finishes up with the show. He comes out. He grabs me in the biggest, tightest hug, and he nuzzles my neck, and he goes, Feather, you're here. And I'm like, yes, I am. Can you get off my wig? Because my hair getting caught around y'all. And he said, Feather, I'm so glad. And he's nuzzling my neck. So, and then he turns to Sandy, and he's like, Sandy, I'm so glad you're here. And he picks her up and nuzzles her neck. And I called Yvette Nicole Brown. I called her, and I was like, she goes, what's going on? I said, Yvette, he got this another girl here. And she looked like she came out the woods. Oh my gosh, like we could not be two more different women. And she was one of Chris's cousins too. And I go, oh my God, like what is happening here, Yvette? And she said, but I thought he wanted you to come. I go, yeah, but she here too. Like, I don't know how to, like, I have not dated really outside of my race. I've only dated black men. So I know black man lingo, you know. So that kind of situation, if it was a black man, I understand what's going on. You cheating, okay? So one of us is the side chick. I know that, but with him, Chris' cousin, I didn't know what this dynamic was. So he goes to me, he goes, Feather, come on, because we're supposed to be going to dinner. So I got on heels too, Kym. I got on like 5-inch heels. I got a tight ass. Yeah. That's about what she looked like. That is about what she looked like. Sans the hair. But that's about what she looked like. She had a long skirt on with some flowers. And so he grabs my hand and and I got these heels on. You know good and well, black woman got big high heels on. You ain't walking to no restaurant. I got the lashes on. I got the wig on. And he starts walking and she comes on the other side of him. And she's like, I love Sherri. I just met Sherri. She's so great. You're so sweet. You're adorable. You know, I hate that word. You know, I don't like people calling me adorable. And she goes, you're so adorable. And he's like, yeah. He's like, Sherri's like amazing. She's so hot and she's so sexy. I'm like, what is going on here? I couldn't tell what the dynamic was. And do you know, we walked 2 blocks to the restaurant and we all sat down and we had dinner and had a really good time, but I was confused the entire time. He's holding my hand. He calling me Feather. It was absolutely, and I didn't know you, Christine, to call you. Yvette was like, I don't know. Yvette was like, you need to curse them out. But I said, but they're so sweet.
And why did you say what most women say? And what is the relationship with you two? Or how did you two meet? Or how does it? Are you his sister? Are you a cousin? You got.
And I should have said it in that voice too. I didn't do. But
to be fair,
they are. To be fair, what?
Not a fan of those types of whites either.
Edie is all the way back there. She goes, now that's funny. Oh gosh.
Not for a damn minute. Take a shower. Get away from me.
Chris, the most racist person I ever met in my life. Oh my God.
No.
Did you hear the conviction? I'm not a fan of those whites either.
Oh my God.
Ghost of Paul Mooney.
Edie said all the way from the back, she said, I didn't know Chris had that in him.
Yeah, that's a special kind of annoyance. You get like a weird entitlement, and there's the lack of showering, and then their music, like it's a whole thing.
But can I tell you this? They've been together. They
the throuple?
No, there was no throuple. I ended up leaving. When I tell you, picked me up in this big bear hug, nuzzled my neck. He said, Feather, thank you for coming to support me. Thank you. It was so great. And she was like, you're just adorable. I love you. Like, we should hang out again.
Probably losing their mind. So what happened? What's the end of the story?
So they've been together. He and I'm going to call her Sandy. They've been together that had to be, Kym, when was that? When I lived in New York hosting The View. That was in 2009. In this 2025.
Well, how did you figure out they were together?
Because I called him one day and he was like, yeah, Sandy went to get something for the story. They live together. So I never said, what was that all about? One day I probably will. I think we're going to be together because he's an actor as well, and a very good actor. We're going to be doing a reading together. So I probably would ask. And every time he sees me, like when we do our reading together, he will say, Feather. He will come nuzzle my neck, pick me up in his bear hug and swing me around. And everybody goes, you know, he's in love with you. And I go, well, that's weird. That's another thing, Chris. I don't understand that. But we have a great relationship. You know, but they are together.
Wow. So maybe it's like one of those poly relationships. Maybe they're open.
Maybe it might be.
We noticed you across the bar.
Yeah, I've gotten that before.
Yeah.
You gotten that before, Kym? That we noticed you across the bar?
Yeah, girl. Well, there's a lot of different kind of relationships these days that they're open.
Do it.
Especially women let men. Yeah, they don't want to do it, but they want the man so bad that they are willing to, okay, we'll just be.
But there's some women that come up. Have you ever had women come up to you? I've done it. It happened at the Improv in LA, West Hollywood. I had killed on stage. I'm sitting at the bar. Chris, one of your cousins came up to me. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, it's always your cousins. Always.
And what they say.
There's a lot of us.
It's the ones you don't hang around. I would never forget them. I don't like those kind of whites. No, yeah, one of your cousins, she came up to me.
Hey, man.
Really pretty lady. And she said, "You were fantastic." I said, "Thank you." I was drinking my water. And she said, "My husband and I would love to buy you a drink." And I said, "Well, I don't drink. I'm a type 2 diabetic." And she goes, "But we would love to would you come join us at our table? We'd love to talk to you." And I turn around, I look at him, and he raises his drink up. And she's like, "Just lovely. We'd love to get to know you." And she wasn't like, "You're sad there." She goes, "We would love to get to know you. We come sit with us." And something said to me,
that sounds innocent. Some people are fans.
Everything in me was like, this is one of these little freakums. One of these little freakums.
Let me tell you, I take it to the table. I take it all.
You take it a lot of places, Kym.
I take it all.
Kym would walk up and call it out. What do you think is going to happen here?
I wait until they say, these are the words they say. I'm going to tell you. They would say, "Would you like to go home with us?" I've had it all the time.
But that's your...
No, yeah, but I'll go right to all the way to the end. And I say, "No, but thank you for the free drinks and the free food. And I appreciate y'all." Girl, I take it all the way. I get my food and drink on.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, if they say, "Would you like to go shopping with us?" I sure would.
Kym, you're immoral.
I haven't done anything. I'm just gathering stuff. Food, drink, clothing, the necessities of life.
Yeah, I don't get past it. My husband and I, in that sultry voice, my husband and I we would like to get to know you. I mean, you were so fantastic.
I was. Let's go and talk about me, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit there and let them talk about me. I'm going to get my ego filled, my belly filled.
And nothing else. And nothing else.
You ain't going to let them feel you, is what you're saying?
Nothing else filled.
Nothing else filled.
No, they won't do that in public. They'll wait to try to get you. "Would you like another drink?" Absolutely. They don't know that I can take at least 7 and still sit up straight. They have no idea. I'm on drink 4. You want me to say the Greek alphabet backwards? Yes, ma'am. Let's hit it.
I have a question. Speaking of cousins of mine, Kym, you sent me a picture in a bar.
Oh, this is what you talking about. When Sherri said we got to always practice stand up. I went to an open mic last night. Lauren took me.
What are you doing?
Where I went. Sherri's going to die.
Where were you?
Girl, I don't even know the name. It was Maui. It was called the Maui Saloon, something over here in Tarzana. Please show Sherri where I was. I should have got a picture of me on stage.
Is this a mixed open mic?
Oh, it's singers, dancers, jugglers, whatever you want to, and that's Barry calling me about.
Glasses on. Where is
I thought
this
you was
at?
gonna zoom in.
Oh wait, just wait. This is the.
Wait. This is.
It's
me.
probably
That's
a fun bar.
And that's how many seats are in it. That's it. That is the whole bar. The door is behind me, and that's the people on stage.
That looks like the girl that came to dinner with us.
Yeah. Yep. She got the long skirt on, and she was jamming.
And it was the guy because the guy playing guitar was the star of Silicon Valley on HBO.
No, but that's not him. He was very manly looking. The one that my friend.
They were good.
That looked like that girl. That looked like Sandy.
But what we talk about is when you got to practice stand up.
Yeah.
When I tell you, it was like when we started wasn't nobody in there but singers and comedians. I don't think there was one civilian. And he was that guy right there in the white shirt, comedian, the one in the brown, comedian. And everybody, you go up and you do your little bits. And they said, "You want to go up?" I said, no, I'm good. Until the very end. And I went up, and I shouldn't have done it because it hurt my ego.
Why?
Because I'm just in there talking. I turned into them.
It's an open mic.
It was open. I literally had my little piece of paper, and I was like, "Let me tell y'all another thing."
Okay, so you're saying you didn't have set jokes. You were trying out new material.
I went up just with my new stuff. I didn't go up and do like a set because it felt And I could have. It just felt wrong. Everybody was way back, and it was 3 people. But I said if I don't do it, I would be disappointed in myself because David Arnold would have gone up in that room.
David Arnold would have gone up in front of a
Sherri Shepherd would have definitely gone up in that room. She'd have been like, whoa, 3 people to talk to? I'm in.
Sherri, this is what's hilarious about Kym Whitley. I'll give you the proximity thing where it's a 7.5 minute drive from where you live. How many world famous comedy clubs could she have jumped on in LA?
Oh, Comedy
She could have
Store,
literally
Improv,
shown up
Act.
and dropped in and done as much
big
time as she wanted anywhere.
Yeah, 3
I
big
don't, I
ones.
don't see myself like that. And then I could have gone to the Laugh Factory, but I didn't call them.
Flappers, 4.
You could just show up.
Oh, Flappers. I forgot about them.
It's funny you don't see yourself like that, but you are that. We just sold out a 1,700 seat theater in Dallas, Texas, May 23rd.
Yeah.
Here's your video, by the way. Some folks were asking for it, and you had asked for this earlier. So shout out to the Daily Mail in Australia.
That's it.
So the
Oh my
That's not a
God.
kangaroo.
that's a
That's a
capybara.
giant rat. Is he trying to eat her?
He might be trying to do a couple things. Who knows?
She's like,
Oh
get
my God,
off
I thought-
me.
I thought
He's
it was
like,
a kangaroo.
ooh, this hair is tasty.
With the camera, though.
And the person with the camera never put the camera
Oh,
down.
No, that's not a person. She set that up to.
She set that up.
Oh, she set the
Oh.
camera up.
There goes somebody with a stick.
That man does not look like he was operating a camera. That's a guy who's tending to the dock.
Yes.
Where'd he come from? Oh my gosh, that's a rat? Is that what a capybara is?
They're huge. Yeah, they're like.
That looked like something from a horror movie.
Oh, they're so cute.
I know what happened.
Ew.
Yeah.
They're cute till they jumping on you trying to have sex with you. That's
Well,
what that looked like.
No. The white girl came on in, and the cabarana, whatever. he was sick of this. He was sick of this gentrification.
oh,
He said, not in my lake. I'm
Right.
about sick of y'all.
They was
And he had
gentrifying in the lake.
Yeah, she was. Look at it.
Oh, that's cute. That's the
not
thing that
cute
jumped
when
on her?
yeah,
but
they're really
but
cute.
He's probably 4 feet long, though. That's not no.
Yeah, they're huge.
hamster.
Are they dangerous?
I mean, you tell me. If you're into a little
Like
rough play, maybe
round
not.
her.
But their nails and everything is dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
Hit
first
it
of
one
all,
more time, Chris. I gotta see.
the woman or the.
I gotta see that.
the whole video.
I just
Play it
gotta see
again,
it.
Sam.
I just gotta see the play-by-play. Oh, so she's in.
I
the
wouldn't be
water.
out there by myself in that water.
Look, he shows up. No telling what's in that water. Look at him. Hey, get out my neighborhood. Get your, what I tell y'all. Let me get some of this blonde hair for evidence. Look at him. Yeah, I'm gonna take you down. Do a little neck snap. Look, he's trying to get a little hair.
Don't make me get my sister up here.
Right. And she's screaming. And dude with the doc was like, I'll be damn, another one. You get my damn stick. I'm so sick of this. Y'all stop coming over here now. You hear? You all right? Give me some money.
You know what? Somebody needs to tell that girl.
Oh gosh.
Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. You know.
That's right. That's right, Chris.
If you can't see the bottom, don't.
Let me tell you. Listen, and remind yourself this anywhere. If there's something that big there, there's something that lives off eating those.
Yeah, you better say.
Oh my gosh. But see, that's why I wouldn't go in that kind of, I go in pools. I don't be going in lakes. I don't think I've ever, except in Martha's Vineyard when we did like a polar bear, it was a bunch of women in a little, that's not even, I don't know what that is.
That was the.
That was an ocean. Right at the beach part.
Right,
but I don't be
right.
going in them lakes and things.
Be real, Sherri. Me and Sherri had our backs, and we were closest to the shore.
To the
So
shore.
we could just turn around. We wasn't out where other people were like facing the shore, but 20
Yeah,
feet.
they were wading out into the ocean, and I was like, we're not going that far. We're not going that far.
We're gonna turn around and run.
I got something from the live chat. I do like reading a sassy comment here and there.
Okay.
It would be great if Kym and Sherri do a Q&A Two Funny Mamas episode so we can get our questions answered. So here's one of Charles' questions. I was wanting to get to it, but we haven't got to questions in a minute, so my bad.
I read
Kym,
it 3 times, Chris. But go ahead.
did you?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again. Kym, what is your preferred medium, i.e. television, sitcoms, stand-up, movies?
All of the above with a check, but I would say my preferred medium is probably television because you get in and you get out. Movies, it depends on where you are. You waiting on the set, then you go do the scene, then you go sleep in your trailer. It's a whole adventure. But a TV show, especially if you're a regular, you got your own parking spot. You know where you're going. People know you. You go in, you do your scenes, you go get something to eat.
Stand up on a Tuesday?
Stand up on a Tuesday with 3 people. I like stand up on a Tuesday.
There's a
Sherri-
phrase in the movie world of hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
The movie, you be there all day, all night. Kym's answer is such a practical auntie answer. That's why I can't get over when we worked together on a sitcom called Call Your Mother. The star of it was Kira Sedgwick, Kevin Bacon's wife. And I came in playing her best friend, a recurring. And they love Kym, so they wrote a part for her. And they
Sherri
said,
begged them, bring my friend Kym, bring my friend. So they wrote me a
I told them, I
part.
said, bring in Kym. So they wrote her a part. Kira Sedgwick just loved me. They wrote her a part. Kym read it and said, now this is the same girl that was like, I like doing the TV show because you ain't there all day and they pay you money and you get your own parking space, baby. And, you just get to go and come home. She ain't said nothing about the craft of acting, the creativity, none of that. So Kym reads the script in her part and she said, I don't want to do it. And I said, Kym, they wrote it for you. It's a great part. And she said, I talked to my management team and I need something I can sink my teeth into because I want to win an Emmy. I need to be nominated and it's not enough. And I said, but Kym, once you get on the set, you do what you do and they're going to give you more. And she was like, I don't want to do it. It's just, I need to sink my teeth into it. So I begged her, I said, Kym, just do it because once they see you, they going to give you a bunch of stuff and you can get nominated. Why did we get on the set and Kym come running to me talking about this too many lines to be doing? I can't remember all these lines because you know what? They wrote her extra stuff because they saw how funny she was. And she was like, I can't memorize all these lines. It's too much. And I said, I thought you wanted something you could sink your teeth into. Yeah, girl, I just be saying that. And I said, I thought you wanted to get nominated. She was like, yeah, but it's too much. It's too much. I can't do all of this. When I tell you, I said, this girl right here.
Woo! Oh my God, that was so funny. Your face was like,
you wanted more lines. That's what you asked for. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Yes, you did.
Speaking of Sherri and Kym, that's a hilarious story. Number one, thank you for calling her.
I couldn't remember what I said. I had a
You
head.
you were great. You were so funny.
Levon has a question. Sherri, there's a video of you massaging Kym's feet on YouTube. Was that a sketch or was that a little skit or was that real?
It was real. It was real.
When did I let you touch my feet?
When do you not let me touch you is the question.
Wait, first of all, let's stop all this sounds and relationships sounding like Chris's cousin. Oh, sorry, Chris.
My actual cousins might see this and be like, what the hell?
Right.
What do we do?
What do we do? Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry for a ribeye right now.
You're hungry? That means it's a great time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
We got all kinds of stuff to support.
Can we give our dates again? Kym will be, HBCU Bingo Experience this Saturday, July 12th. You can go to, and it is to support foster kids who've aged out of the foster care system, but they've gotten scholarships to HBCUs, and it goes to support them from freshman year to senior year. And they get a box of necessities every single month, from computers to bedspreads to sanitary napkins to glasses to a TV. It just supports them to make sure that they will stay in college and are not, distracted by hunger, things like being hungry. So I will be there hosting this Saturday night. You can get your tickets to the bingo experience. It's not your mama's bingo. When I tell you it's going to be fun, you can go to moveindayMafia.org to purchase your tickets. So I would love to see you there. And Friday night, I'm going to be at the Rivers Casino in Philadelphia. And you can go to theriverscasino.com, I believe, to get tickets. I've only got 80 tickets left, so I'm pretty much sold out. And I would love to see you guys there this Friday night, July 11th. And Kym will be at...
I will be in Houston on July 18th and 19th next weekend. You can get your tickets at Ticketmaster. It's at the Punchline. I will be in Houston at the Punchline. You can go to punchlinetx.com. And that's for 4 shows that Friday and Saturday. And yes, and this is the movie Walk in the Light. I want to thank everyone who donated. Last podcast, we had some fantastic people made some donations. We're trying to do an Oscar run. We need more donations, please. And we will put your name in the thank you friend in our of course, what is it called? What's that thing? Oh, the credits.
The credits.
But yes, please go to walkinthelightmovie.com, walkinthelightmovie.com, and show your support. Any amount will help. Thank you so much for that. And you can watch.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
May I make a suggestion?
I have not done the proper campaign. Yes.
Okay. I would like to suggest, Kym, that you get one of your people, Andre, to make a graphic that tells them if they support at this level, what they can get. If they support at another level, what they can get. If they support at a high-end level, if they support and give you.
Have that. I think I sent that to you. I said if you want to be a producer, and I sent it to you because a high-end level. If you at the second level,
I love that you only sent me the high-end option. That's what I got, the high-end option.
Because you got
your little show.
Yeah, I got my little show.
But
she didn't call. You notice she didn't use the word "little" when she said it.
You have that huge talk show that I love. But no, there are other levels. There's the
Boy, she said that
level.
to a few people.
It's out. You got to give it to Chris so he can show it.
Oh, okay, got it. I'm gonna send that to Chris
so that they can look at it and go and have them put a link where they could go. And you say, if you can only commit 20, if you could commit 100, if you could commit 1,000, so they know there's a restaurant I go to and they want to grow. And they were like, if you give 10,000, you get free brunch for life. If you do 5,000, you get a free cafe latte. If you do 50,000, you on the board. I was like, where is the one where I get free bacon every time I come?
Okay.
So, that one, what is there swag that you can give them at this level? I think it makes it more fun for people. It gives them more incentive.
Okay, Chris, I would need you to cut out this clip, please, of Sherri saying that, because I need you to send it to me.
She can't press 2 buttons on her phone and create a reminder. Chris, edit out the video. Okay.
You know what? Never mind.
I'll send this to you. You know what? If you're in St. Louis in November, Kym will be at the St. Louis Art Museum.
Yep. What is this?
Oh, I'm not coming to Atlanta because I'm going to come to this and support. I'm coming to St. Louis. Yes, I'm not going to come to Atlanta. I'm coming to St. Louis.
That's in November.
It's in November.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Well, on July 18th in Atlanta, Fernbank Museum. See those giant dinosaurs? Check it out. Our friends, we're doing a comedy show. Thanks to Mia Jackson, Jonathan Kite. We'll be there Friday. Next week, get tickets. Fernbank Natural History Museum. I believe Tyler Whitley might even be there. So come say hi.
Kym's niece.
FernbankMuseum.org. Get tickets. I'll be there. It's Jack Daniel's Cocktails. Our friend Mia Jackson's super funny. She's from the area. Jonathan's super funny. He was on Two Broke Girls that Kym was on. So it'll be a really good time, and it's going to be a great time. So come out if you're in Atlanta.
Can I do one little video real quick before I get off the phone? And y'all, so you could.
I don't
So
know.
you can send it to me so I can post it.
Yeah. So we're still live. So Kym, real fast, what do you have there?
Oh, you know what? I thought this was part of your show breakdown. Obviously, somebody left something on my printer, and I stapled it all together. I was like, what is Chris trying to get me to do now? My bad.
Try to okay. All right. Do you want a single cam? You want to focus on you here, Sherri?
Yeah, single cam, please. Hey, everybody. I'm so excited because I'm coming this weekend. We only have 2 more days, and I will be at the Rivers Casino this Friday, July 11th. So get your tickets. I only have a few tickets left before the show is sold out. So come get your tickets at riverscasino.com. I will be there this Friday night. Come give me a hug. I need a hug. I need to hug you. I need to make you laugh. So I'll see you there, Rivers Casino, this Friday night. Bye.
All right. Do one on me, Chris. Do one on me. Then.
Okay. Hey, shout out Trell and everybody in the live chat. If I missed your questions, my apologies. We'll get them next time. I do appreciate everybody tuning in.
2 questions a podcast.
We've done 17, and then you tell some great stories, and people get to enjoy it. It could happen tomorrow. Don't challenge me.
Yeah, we're supposed to be
I'll get you paid.
I
We're supposed to upgrade.
Now we're talking none of this hippie bullshit.
Right, we're supposed to be upgrading the podcast. This is
Well, took 6 months to get your camera and microphone situation going. All right.
So you don't have room to talk.
And, hey,
You
and if I see
need to get a computer.
if I could see a lease agreement, I'll be your live-in,
wow. Can I do
Kym,
my?
if you live
the
with
Denman
Kym,
suite.
Kym will take your soul. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
I will no longer be Chris Denman, co-founder of Midcoast Media. I will be co-founder of Dog Poop Central.
Thank you. You will be a shell of your former self. That's why we don't see Andre, because Andre had to break away for a minute to get his soul back.
Hey, on Instagram, I shared this. Hey, Andre has a segment coming up. Sorry to interrupt you, Sherri. Andre has a segment. Send your questions, and Andre's going to answer some relationship questions on a segment where he does it from the bathtub.
We had a meeting about this, so somebody could say, "Do you mind giving Andre a segment on the Two Funny Mamas podcast?" When did this happen?
Like 6 times.
Oh,
I
we
don't
talked
know.
about it
so
a
many
while
times.
Arlene keeps calling.
You did also.
Arlene keeps
I
calling.
did?
You really did, because you were the first person I made sure it was okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then if I said it was all right, this time.
All right, are you doing this, Kym? Sherri,
I'm
all
ready.
right, here we go. Sherri, cheer on. Here we go.
Single camera.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Kym Whitley. And I am coming to Houston, Texas to the Punchline. First time ever. It's a new club. That's what I hear. It's pretty new. But the Punchline on the 18th and 19th, 4 shows. That means 2 on the 18th and 2 on the 19th. You can get your tickets at Ticketmaster or punchlinetx.com. Y'all better come on down to Houston. Well, don't come. I mean, like if you're there, you just come on over. But get your tickets. I'll see you there.
Funny mama. All right, I'm going to purchase these tickets for my family. All of them coming.
Okay, I'm going to love that.
Send some family to Fernbank, too. Things. Happy Gilmore 2, about to come out. Kym is going to be promoting it in Atlanta next week. I don't know if it's anything anybody can come to, but please watch Happy Gilmore 2 and tweet and everything else talking about it. How great Kym is.
What? Oh, yeah, I just did. But y'all, Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out on Netflix on July 25th. I'm going to be doing Dish Nation next week, Sherri.
The Good Whites.
Oh, very good. Tell them what's ahead. July 25th on Netflix, Happy Gilmore 2. So we be working. Thank you, Lord.
Bye, everybody.
Lord. Bye, everybody.
Two funny mamas. Two funny mamas. What's with the grin? Sherri and Kym. Yeah, that's them. About to throw down again. tickling the soul from beginning to the end. To those friends, I love the way they do their thing. They digress, don't distress, such a beautiful mess. Two real ones, so true in the topics they address. So go ahead and subscribe, cause the party gets live. Take a seat, get strapped in, they're about to take you for a ride.